Here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Carolina Panthers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a third and 11. Now Rodgers. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, first and 10. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up first and 10. On first and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson from the shotgun. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 25 yards that time.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Watch time. Tight end right.
Again, Jackson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Evan Ingram, his third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, first down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle. On second down, Conner looking for space. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It's complete to Grant. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Here's Rodgers. The pass complete to Ryan Grant. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Rodgers to throw once more. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end?
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 42-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Fournette running right. And he's got room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Jaguars 10, Panthers 7.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Fournette, a first down carry, and he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
That's it, baby.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
It's 3rd and 7.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Set the tone, defense. Defense, let's go.
From the gun, Jackson. He's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Julian Edelman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rodgers looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Leonard Fournette. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Doyle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got this down to the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
10 more there and another 1st down.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Rodgers to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 33 yards that time. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Go. You got time.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This one taken just inside the 10. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now Jackson on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I think someone's going to get in the QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better.
Here we go. 26.
They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big play there for Carolina. 44 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you got something going. And we're seeing.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Isaac Nada with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. steps away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they held them in check on the scoreboard. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a toss. This is Connor. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The sack by Jordan Willis. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. It's David Long, the rookie from Michigan, who picked it.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run with Fournette. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Here we go. Come on, get the plan. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Ready?
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On second down, here's Fournette. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
54, check.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Right there.
Jackson from the shotgun. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken at the 3. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big third down play there for the Jags. 49 yards. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. To the right side, complete to Miller. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. To throw again on second down. Rodgers going right side here, and that's complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jack Doyle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Fournette. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. They'll run it again with Fournette. Room to run past midfield. Cuts it. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jaguars
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Sproles. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Rodgers. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3. Get Mike.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The veteran Connor Barwin in on the stop. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Open man right side is Ingram. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's the return. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Rodgers. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Rodgers now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front.
And my goodness, another interception. It's David Long, the rookie from Michigan, who picked it. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Rodgers to throw once more. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker Raekwon McMillan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Jackson on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Panthers, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.